What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're all doing well. If you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps us out tremendously. All right, so I've been working really hard for the past 6 months. I've been trying to put together a nice budget camping set under $420, and I think I pretty much cracked the code right here. First off, I'd like to start out with the tent. Back about 4 or 5 years ago, I did a budget tent on my YouTube channel for 59 bucks. It was an Outtad tent, and that thing, I've been using it for four and a half years straight now. No issues. They went out of business. So I've been looking on Amazon for something similar or comparable, and I actually found it. This is the Beesport 2-person tent. It has 2 vestibules. It has nice D-shaped doors. It has a nice deep bathtub. All the seams are seam sealed. It's ready for rain. It's ready for punishment. It has gear loft. It has pockets in the side on the inside. The zippers work good. Everything is super smooth, super easy. And what I really liked about this one the most is it looks big right here, but let me take it out of the bag. They give you a generous sized bag. So when I take it out of the bag, you could see tent sticks, which it is a freestanding tent, which that was one of my main requirements. And it packs small. So here is an Nalgene bottle, and here's this. You can see, pretty good size. I can't wait to set it up and show you guys. And like I said, this comes in at $69.99 on Amazon, and I will link everything in the description below. Mostly everything is going to be on Amazon except for this Fire Maple. I'll leave a different link for that because I am an affiliate for Fire Maple. I have been for many, many years. I've always loved their stuff, and I have an affiliate link for them. So anyways, from the tent, let's go to the sleeping bag. This is $139, and it's a Qezer. And this is 1,000 filled duck feather, rectangular shape sleeping bag, and it is awesome. It lofts up so nice. And they say it's a 17-degree bag comfort, but 0-degree maximum. So I don't know, I think anything like between 17 and 32, you're gonna be pretty dang comfortable. But anything past that, when you start going into the zeros and negative, you're gonna be cold. But it'll work great as long as you have it married up with the right sleeping pad. And this is the Climate Insulated Static V-Lux, and it has an R value of 5. And I don't know if you know, but the R value, what it does is it prevents the ground from sapping all the heat out of your nice cozy sleep system. So if you have the wrong sleeping pad, what's going to happen is slowly throughout the night, the cold ground pulls the heat that you generate in your sleeping system out of your bag, and you end up being cold all night. And I've learned that from watching a lot of backpacking channels. Those guys, they swear by an R value of 5 to 7. 7 is more for like if you're going to go camping in the snow all the time, it'll keep you super toasty. But if you use a 7 during the spring, summer, you're going to sweat more because it's not letting anything through. The 5, they say, is a sweet spot for everything. So I would definitely go with the 5. And that's my take on that. You can do your own research, but this has always worked good for me. I've been doing this for like 5 years moto camping, and then before that I was doing it with scouts. I was assistant scoutmaster for my son's troop, and we did a lot of backpacking and camping. Did it for like 10 years, and this is way weaned down more than anything I ever carried. And I wish I would have had this back then because it would have been a lot lighter for me. All right, so next let's go to the sleeping pillow. Trekology. This is the find of the year, honestly, and I'm gonna buy another one because I'm a 2-pillow sleeper and I'm a side sleeper. That's why I like this rectangular shape of this. But anyways, we'll go back to this. This is a 14 by 12 by 4.5 inches thick, and it basically covers your whole sleeping bag. It's pretty rad. You'll see it when it's all set up. And it has a nice quilted sheet on there, washable sheet you could take off, and it has a strap you could strap around your sleeping pad, or you can strap around your sleeping bag and your pad, keep everything from moving. I don't know if you've ever used a sleeping pillow in your tent with a sleeping bag, but they like to migrate off, and you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, where's my pillow? It's almost hilarious. It's funny. But if you can strap it down with the strap, it's a win-win. And this comes in at Trekology Pillow, $25.99. All right, let's go to the Nature Hike chair. This is a $39.99 chair. It's capable for weight up to 285 pounds. It has 70-75 aluminum poles, and it sets up in less than 15 seconds. I love this color, this tobacco color, and you wait till you see it set up. It's gonna be super nice. All right, let's go on to this fire maple here. This is a fire maple. Let's see, what is this? The Fixed Star. And what's cool about this thing is, let's see, let's take it apart. It comes with a bottle stand. Just open it up, stick your bottle on here. Carrying case. And it also comes with a pot stand, which if you don't want to bring this big pot, you can bring the pot stand and anything else you want. You can bring a small little pot, you can bring a cup. Like some people like to just cook out of their little cup they carry, or if someone has a big pot, you can cook like spaghetti, or if you have Sea to Summit stuff, the little teapot, this will work for that. And this has a regulator, really nice. You can control, you could probably cook eggs with this thing. It goes down so low, and it has a piezo ignition. And this is 49 bucks. And I'll be raffling this off at the end of the video. And I will leave some keywords in there. And just leave it in the description, and you have to be a subscriber to win. If you're not a subscriber, my program will weed you out and we'll give it to a subscriber. So please hit that subscribe button if you want to win this. And I will only ship to the upper 48 states. If you are in Canada or in Hawaii or Alaska, you're gonna have to pay for shipping. Sorry guys. Last year I had to pay like 25 bucks to ship something to Canada. I didn't mind because it was my first big video. I did like 50,000 views on that. And it was really cool. The guy was super rad. His name was Bear or something. He's a Harley rider, but he was super stoked to win it. All right, so let's go to this cup right here. This is the Sea to Summit Frontier Cup. It's 12 ounces. And it has these fiberglass rings on here. It keeps the heat from, you know, like when you're drinking hot fluid, burning your lip. It also has measuring lines in here, so you can use it as a measuring cup when you're cooking. That's really cool. I appreciate that. And now let's go to the pour over. This is $12.99. It's for pour over coffee. I don't like using the instant coffee anymore. It just tastes too chemically to me. I don't even know if that's a word. But I've been doing pour over for a couple years, and it's awesome. This GSI, they got it figured out. It's super easy to wash, super easy to clean. I just rinse it with water, shake it off, and it's good to go. Put it back in there, let it dry. When you get to camp the next day, if there's any flakes in there, they just come right out. So what I like about this thing is it has these little claws, and it just hooks right to your cup. Takes like 2 seconds. Oops. Put your grinds in there. Pour away. And you can have a cup of coffee in a minute. A really good tasting cup of coffee. Just bring your favorite grinds, go nuts. All right. And let's go last but not least, we have the Iclimb Table, and that is going for $19.99. And basically it's a 10 by 10 table. Let's see. Packs in this nice little carrying case. This is really durable. This is like super thick. It reminds me of those, when I was a kid, we'd go to baseball practice and the coach had the big, the Navy sack and have all the gear in there. It's like the same material. I don't think you're gonna rip this at all. But this is a 10 by 10 table, and it sits about this high. And it's perfect because most of the camping that we do is off grid, and that's like 70% of the time, and there's nothing to cook on. Like if you're lucky if you find a log or a rock you could haul over and use that, but this is a 10 by 10 surface that you could put on something and make it higher, but it's flat. So you could eat off of it, you could put it on your lap while you're eating. When you're done cooking, it's just something there, just super nice. And I'm impressed with this thing. It's really cool. But I think that is about it. Okay, so one of the things that I made sure of when I bought this kit was the most important things to me when setting up camp fit into my top bag, which I carry a 30-liter top bag. So I make sure my sleeping bag, the tent, sleeping pad, and pillow all go in my top bag, because when I roll into camp late at night, we're usually rolling in late because we're trying to squeeze out every mile in the day on long trips. Or if the weather's bad, you want to be able to just grab your bag, set up, so you can get out of the elements quick, or you're set up. So either way, I have a 30-liter dry bag right here from WestWind Moto. This thing's awesome, by the way. And let's just show you real quick. Everything fits. So I'll put the sleeping bag. Let's put the tent in tents. I'd probably pack it a little bit better, but I'm just throwing everything in here. There we go. Get our 3 rolls. 1, 2, 3. Now this is completely watertight. Get something to grab onto there. There we go. So this is my top bag that let's see if I can shape it a little bit better. There we go. I can actually get more stuff in here if I wanted to. There's lots of air spaces, but I got my 30 liters in here that when I get to camp, I could set up like that. And then when I'm done, I got my chair, table, I can cook, whatever. I'll throw this over here. All right. All right, guys, we are out in nature. Let's go check out the inside of this rascal. First off, before we get inside though, I want to tell you the code word for winning the fire maple. It is tobacco. That's right, folks. Same color as that chair. So in the description down below, you'll see the comments and everything. In the comment section, write tobacco and any other comment you have. And you must be a subscriber to win. My program only will pick out subscribers. It will weed you guys out. I think I said that before, but I'm saying it again. It'll weed you out if you're not a subscriber. So if you want to win the fire maple cook pot, tobacco is a key word. And let's take a look inside. All right. This is the sleeping bag. This thing is so lofty. It is so good. The zippers have a baffle along the edge. See this right here? Unzip that. The zipper pull is so nice. I can't do it one-handed. I could try though. Let me put the camera down. Let's see. There we go. Let's check out this zipper here. Super easy. I love it. And then let's go this way. Go to the head of it, and here is the sleeping pad. This is a 36-inch wide sleeping pad, and this bag fits on it amazingly. If you are a side sleeper and you need lots of room, this rectangular bag is perfect, and it's a long too. So if you're like 6'1", this will be perfect for you. Let's see here, let's flip that up. It has a nice hood right here. And right here on the chest, it has a chest gaiter with down fill on it. So if you're super cold at night, you just put that around your neck, zip up, and no air will get in. That's so key. And here is this amazing pillow. Look how big this thing is. It goes the full width of this sleeping bag. It has a strap, so you can strap it underneath if you want, so it doesn't migrate around, or you could tuck it into this big mummy hood right here. Pretty sweet. All right. Let's pull this up a little bit. Set the camera down so I could show you the bottom. Okay, so this is the foot box I was telling you about that unzips and zips up. This also has a baffle. So let's zip it back up. If you get super hot, unzip it. Your feet can hang out. How cool is that? I love that. That is another thing I can really appreciate. All right, there it is. Puffy puffy. Now let's take a look in here real quick. I couldn't get the vestibules out. I forgot my stakes and it is super windy. I tried to use the stick, but it didn't work. So here's the gear loft, one of them. And then on the sides in each corner, there's little stash spots. You can put stuff. One on each corner. Can't see these. I got my stuff in here, and it has these big vents on top that pop open. Let all the condensation out. Cool. Lots of rain flying here. It's halfway up. Pretty cool. All right, let's take a look around the outside real quick. Beesport, winter. Let me show you how nicely everything nests inside of this cook pot. So here's our bottle stand. Here's our pot stand. Let's see, here's our burner. Drop that in there. Here's our cup. Here's our coffee pour over. And I wonder if we can get the bottle in too. Ah, almost. I bet if I reorganized it, I could. But that's pretty cool. Everything fits in there. I love that. All right, that's it, guys. Let's go back to the garage. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And remember, if you made it all the way to the end, look for that keyword that's back a little bit further so you can win this fire maple. This thing is killer. This will be a great add to your camp setup. Definitely a win-win. I love fire maple. But again, if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps the channel out tremendously. And stay safe on the trail. Thanks for watching. Peace.